Cubans wake up to find their bank accounts have been emptied. Socialism. Fantastic slogans, a terrifying reality. The banking system has collapsed in Cuba. Bank accounts have been emptied and no cash at ATMs. It goes on to read, the financial banking system in Cuba has completely collapsed. Cubans woke to learn their bank accounts have been emptied. There is no cash at ATMs. The entire financial system in Cuba has completely collapsed. For some reason, this monumental story has not made it onto the mainstream media. The Cuban people have been left with no financial resources. They have no means of buying food. They are desperate and they are afraid. Some say this is the final destination. This is where globalism, tyranny, wants to lead you to the apocalypse. Cubans are forced to adopt the digital banking system, and now they are financially ruined. They have no recourse. The government will next offer the Cuban citizens universal basic income. Wow. Just wow, y'all. What do y'all think about this? Do you think it's possible for something like this to come to America? What might happen if this ever occurred in America where the financial system completely collapsed and bank accounts were just drained overnight? Wow. Is that something that could happen here, y'all?
The entire country of Cuba woke up, 4 days ago, to all of their bank accounts empty. Everyone in the entire country woke up with no money.
So how does that happen? What the fuck?
That's why I don't use banks.
Shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving our praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful lick scattered abroad. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. And shalom to 144,000. Real quick, man. Because somebody, the guy in the beginning, he said, could this happen to America? And the truth is, it's going to happen to America. It's going to happen to all these other countries first, and then it's going to eventually come to America. Because the American dollar is losing value every single minute, second, hour of the day. It's losing more and more value, and the BRICS dollar is getting more, valuable. Let me grab this real quick before I grab some more videos. It says Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. It says, when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then they shall know that a prophet have been among them. And I want to say that starting when I had elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, the prophets told you this was coming, man. All right, you got these other camps talking about, oh, the MOTB is this and it's that, and it's white women, and it's sleeping with white women, or it's embargo and all. They switch it up every 5 months. But the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord, have been solid on this breakdown of what this MOTB is, man. Okay, and this is what's coming. But first, it's going to be a digital currency, all right, a CBDC, which I want to do my next video. Lord, when I can do it today, if not very soon, I want to go into that, all right, with some clips going into what a CBDC looks like, all right. But I just want to grab this point, Ezekiel 33 and verse 33, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then they shall know that a prophet have been among them. All right, let me go here real quick. This is my Instagram. I want to read this right here. It's pretty much the same thing, but I want to see what's left in that. This video right here, it's lucky. Now, this is a goddamn or an abomination. I did a video on this guy a while back. He's an incest baby. But if this nigga's telling you the truth, man, this shit about to get bad, okay? When things like this start coming out and speaking the truth, this nigga got a fucking wig on his head, man. All right? But this shit finna get crucial, bro. And this is why the Lord set up His prophets come out here and warn you. The true men of the Lord are warning you of what's to come. You other people out here, you other camps, instead of they ain't warning you about this, they're leading you into a ditch. The blind shall lead the blind, and they both shall fall into a ditch.
Right.
Let's see what this guy got to say, though, man. Or this thing.
So y'all know they finna shut our bank account down, right? If y'all don't get y'all tax money, y'all know our money is going to Ukraine and all there, right? Guess what's going on, you guys?
Look at this thing.
Everybody that have bank accounts, everybody that have Bank of America, everybody that's with Bank of America, I think we need
Bank of America.
to much be prepared for what's about to happen. Okay?
And a thing like this can be prepared, man. You ain't gonna be prepared, all right? The only way you can be prepared
It
is
is.
through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. And if you don't know YAHAWASHI, there is no getting prepared, okay? You're gonna suffer. You're about to suffer. It says the financial banking system in Cuba has completely collapsed. Cubans woke to learn their bank accounts have been emptied. There is no cash. There is no cash at ATMs, right? So we just went into this last week about what's going on over in Australia, how the banks are getting rid of cash. They're going totally digital. All right, so this is happening all over the world, and it's going to come to America. All right, it's inevitable. This is prophecy. It says the entire financial system in Cuba has completely collapsed. For some reason, this monumental story has not made the MSM mainstream media. Why? Because they don't want to invoke people to do bank runs, and it's just going to speed it up. But it's inevitable. It says they want to install fear, which you should fear Yahweh Shemel Shai. And my advice is get your money out of the bank. Get your money out of the bank. Put it in small bills like 20s, 10s, and 5s. And maybe for a little bit after the collapse, you may be able to use it to simple people that don't know or understand that this is it. But it says the Cuban people have been left with no financial resources. They have no means of buying food. They are desperate and they are afraid. And this is kind of what the guy was just saying too. But let me go here because this vision was written for an appointed time. And we've been going into this over and over and over and over again. And we're going to keep going into it over and over and over and over again, more and more as we see this thing coming to pass. All right. It says Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And it's speaking. And you seeing the prophets were not lying. Okay, they weren't just making this up and oh yeah. No, this is what the scriptures are talking about. It's starting to play out in the earth. It says, though it tarry, though it's delaying, wait for it because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not going to delay much longer. All right. And in these next couple of months, we're going to see great changes in this place, man. All right. This year could be the very year that this bank shut down, chaos and pandemonium, Jacob's trouble, ensue. And by the end of this year to the beginning of next year, they're going to bring it out Karagama. All right. That's going to be the answer to all your problems. But, they're going to make you have to take this, or have to get in line with the CBDC. That's what happened in Cuba. They don't have a choice, okay? Which is going to lead to that Karagma. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. It says, yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. He cannot be satisfied. Esau can't be satisfied. His face is already on the money. No, he want total control. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. To what? Control you, to own you, to have you. Okay? Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe, which means destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long to him that ladeneth himself with thick clay, which is that debt? All right, so America, they talking about, 300 something trillion is really, as brother's been going into, over 200 trillion, man, in debt. So this thing is like a balloon. It's about that, it inflates, and eventually it pops. All right, and that's what's happening right now. It's why you got inflation, which is going to turn to hyperinflation, and then boom, there is no money. It says, let me go here. All right, these are scriptures that you all should know by now. All right, and if you don't know, then you gonna know because you're gonna live it. The Lord said He gonna make His words known unto you. So when we tell you these words, you walk by, you fan your hand, you act like you don't hear us or see us, on the side of the streets prophesying these words unto you. But now you gonna know them through what? As a beloved Apostle Gabar always say, when words can't teach, adversity will, and here comes adversity. It says Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So yes, it's coming to America. It's going to come upon all the world, right? To try them that dwell upon earth. If you dwell upon this place, guess what? You're gonna be put into this predicament. It says the Cuban people have been left with no financial resources. They have no means of buying food. They are desperate and they are afraid. This is the final destination. This is where globalism wants to lead you to the apocalypse. And this is pretty much what the guy was saying. This message is going out. But it says Cuba's government is restricting cash use in a bid to force businesses and citizens to use electronic payments. They're forcing you to use electronic payments. They're getting rid of cash. Cash is going to be obsolete. It's going to be no more legal tender. Get ready. Okay, get ready. All right. And it's a gradualism thing. But the best thing you can have right now is faith and works for Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. If not that, you got nothing. And hey, man, make the most of every day, bro. You got Jake, they're like, at least you got to do 3 videos a week. Jake could do 3 videos a week. Man, hey, make the most of every day. You should be on fire right now, bro. Hey, man, I could do 3 videos by 1 o'clock, because there's so much to go into and the spirit is moving right now. You got to pray for the spirit, because right now is the time to give it our all. Scripture says, seek the Lord 10 times more, give diligence to make that calling and election sure. We going to need the Lord in these times we're coming into, and when the Lord needed you, you was over somewhere, chilling, hanging out, just hanging around. Hey, man, you're going to be in trouble, okay? It says the move is proving unpopular with citizens for whom banknotes in hand bring choice, privacy, and personal control over their finances and thus their lives. Like I said, I'm going to go into another video going into this CBDC and what all it entails of, man. What it's going to be like under this new digital currency. All right, Lord, we're not going to go into that by the end of the night. All right, it says Cuba on verge of total collapse as country hit by blackouts and runs out of food and power. Right, so this is what it leads up to too. And they're doing this on purpose so that you have to depend on them. Long lines form and frustration grows as Cuba runs short of cash. Rationed food kept Cubans fed during the Cold War. Today, an economic crisis has them hungry. You see? So, you've been warned, okay, to say the least. Let's close out with this right here, which is you should know this prophecy. We always go into it. This is the main prophecy that we're going into right now, because this right here is going to, determine whether you be, saved or not. Which we know is only for the elect. But at the end of the day, the elect are not going to take this. And if you take this, then you're not of the elect. It says Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is that new world order. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You're going to be killed. You're going to be ostracized from society. A lot of you are going to starve to death. Famine is coming. Okay? You're going to die in violence and food riots, and, people going to break in your house to get your food, and you might get, stabbed in the neck with a damn screwdriver for the last can of peas. It's going to get bad out here. Okay? And we just here to warn you and tell you, hey, man, we are just the messengers of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, ambassadors of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, letting you know what's coming. Before the Lord ever destroys a country or a land, he sends his prophets out to warn the people. So if you haven't been taking heed to these warnings, you've been playing and bullshitting, and you're more concerned about your job, your house, your car, your woman, whatever the fuck, all that shit is about to be stripped from you anyways. All right? It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right now they're bottlenecking you into the CBDC. And eventually, they're going to flip the script. Oh, wait, we got a better plan. We got a better choice. If everybody takes this Karagma, we'll give you credits and you can get food and this, that, and the third. All right, then it's going to be lab-grown meat and bugs. And, they also can, with that CBDC I want to go into, they can, they control you, bro. They can tell you what you can and can't buy. They can tell you, if you're not in that 15-minute city, if you come out of that 15-minute city, it's not going to work. All type of stuff, bro. Doors ain't gonna open for you. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. It says, Verse 17, here's the point. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So right now in Cuba, they're bringing out this digital currency. It's going to be, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you have that digital currency. They're saying, I forgot exactly where it was, but they said in certain places in Europe, I think, I don't quote me, but somewhere they're saying you won't be able to, do certain things without a QR code. All right, so the next thing is going to be this charagma. All right, and when we told you this dollar was going to crash, the money's going to fall like it did in Egypt. Now we're seeing it. We're seeing it, man. All right, it's quite plain. It's quite in your face. All right, the Lord said, make it plain upon tables. That he that readeth it may run. So we got this message, and we've been running ever since. Hit the ground running, telling you, letting you know what's coming. So if you didn't take heed, if you played with it, you still playing with it, you think it's a game, you think we crazy, conspiracy theory, all that crazy shit. All right, we gonna see, man. We gonna see when you ration the last 3 crackers in your pantry, and a can of Vienna sausages, hoping that a miracle comes. You ain't gonna get it. A lot of you gonna starve to death, and those that the hunger, that the hunger doesn't kill, the sword will destroy. People gonna be breaking your house to get your food. You're gonna hear cries from these houses, people screaming. We'll have children starving to death, old people starving to death. People ain't gonna be able to get their medicine, their medication, who depended on medication. Get ready, man. This is about to get very interesting out here, to say the least. With that being said, I'm gonna say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Bible Bar. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who gave us this beloved truth and sincerity. Shalom.